Oh, yeah. So today we are going to talk about our wellness incentive program for you guys. So basically the overview of the program is so you guys can receive your insurance discount every 6 months. So I know that's what you guys care about, right? Saving money. But the goal of our program is really to have you guys in better health. Get you healthier habits, just kind of a healthy lifestyle all the way around. So with our points, you need 16 points every year. And that's 8 points every 6 months. So basically January to the end of June, you need 8 points. July to the end of December, you need 8 points. There are 2 required points, which are the biometric screening and the PHA. Those are required, so if you don't get them, you don't get your insurance discount. And then there's 14 additional points that you need to earn as well. So with the required, the biometric, which is the blood draw, that is worth 1 point, and the PHA is worth 1 point. Both of them must be completed by April 1st of the year. That is the only stipulation with these two. This year we kind of had a little bit of a problem with it, with some of the PHAs and not getting everything in, so we had to reopen it. I'm not sure that we'll do that every year, but the goal is always to get it done by April 1st. And those count towards your first set of 8 points that you need for the first part of the year. With the biometric and the blood draw, that is done through the health fair that we either have here, where you guys came into the office, did your weight, your BMI, and got your blood taken. And then the PHA is the online at the H2U website that we did. The other categories where you can get points are the preventive health screenings, health management, coaching, challenges, seminars, weight management, nutrition, exercise, hiking, races and events, health classes, and community events. So those are what we're primarily going to be talking about today, is those point values and how you guys can get them. So we kind of just talked about it. So for the biometric and the blood draw, that's 1 point. So we have it at the health fair. You can also go to your doctor's office and get a physical and get your blood work done. With that, you just need a note from your doctor saying that you did it. We don't necessarily need to have all of your results and know every little detail of your life, but just something from them saying that, hey, Lorraine was in here on January 8th. She had blood work done. And we'll go ahead and log the point. The PHA, again, that's online at the H2U. That's where they have that giant questionnaire that asks you all about your eating habits, drinking habits, sleeping habits, family history, everything like that. Complete it online. And then we actually get a report from H2U showing who's done the questionnaire and who still needs to do it. So for the other categories are preventive health screenings. These are 1 point each. These include all of your doctor's visits and exams, including your physicals, colonoscopies, prostate cancer screenings, eye exam, yearly doctor visits for women, mammogram type stuff, anything of that nature. With the physical, if you go to your doctor's office, have your physical, have your blood work done, you can turn that in towards your biometric required point, and it will also count towards a preventive point. So if you go to your doctor, that can be worth 2 points for that. The colonoscopy is you get the 1 point for every 10 years that you do it. Because obviously it's not a fun process, and you don't have to or want to have it done every 6 months so you can get a wellness point for it. Yeah, I guess if you do, then maybe you need to do our mental health management. But the prostate cancer and the shingles vaccine, usually these are physician recommended. So if there's anything in your family history or they think that there might be a reason for you to get the screening, then that's typically when you would go in to have that. So the eye exam is not just for vision, it's your full screening, the whole shebang. So again, with these, either your doctor's office can write a note saying that you were there on whatever day, or you can send in that little statement that you get in the mail that says this is not a bill, but here's everything that we did and build your insurance for. Whatever works for you, just make sure to send that in, and that's 1 point each. So health management, again, is 1 point each. These we don't see as much, but that can fall into prenatal care for pregnant women, obviously, or for your spouses, if you're a guy. Postpartum exams, usually 3 to 6 weeks post-baby delivery. Setting something. Chronic disease management, that could be something if you have type 1 diabetes and you're seeing your doctor to help manage that condition. So whatever chronic disease that we have, and that's one visit every 6 months. That will count for your wellness program. So the mental health management, this could be a visit with a social worker, psychologist, psychiatrist, any type of counselor. It's free through your EAP program. So if you do take advantage of it and you send it in, then you'll get your point for participation. Coaching, so these are a little bit bigger. These are worth 3 points each. They do, again, require something from the person that you're getting coaching from. And that could be through the Cigna disease management with the health advocate through Cigna. It could be through the EAP where you get 5 free sessions per problem per year. It could be the My Health Assistant that's offered through Cigna. Or you can go see a nutrition coach, a registered dietitian, get some exercise coaching, like personal training type of thing, whatever program that you're doing. It could be weight loss, weight gain, coaching, stress management, or tobacco cessation. So anything like that will count for 3 points each. Another way to get points is our wellness challenges. This one's really easy just because we email everything out to you guys, so you can just print it off. But these are worth 1 to 2 points each. So a 4-week challenge, which is what we've typically been doing so we can get more variety in, these are worth 1 point. Anything that is 6 to 8 weeks, so like your maintain not gain challenge, that's worth 2 points. And if you do the PT testing, whether you actually have to do it or you just want to do it, I found out that I think anyone can go and do it if they really want to. You get 2 points. There we go. So the wellness seminar, which is what we're in right now, these are worth half a point. You can get these basically 2 ways. You can either attend, like you're doing right now, or you can watch it on the YouTube video if you're unable to attend. With the attendance, we typically do the seminars either here in our HR conference room or at the Roadshed locations. With these, just make sure you get on the sign-up sheet. That's the only way that I know that you're here when I go to log the points. If it's a video that you're watching, just email someone in HR, whether it's myself or Diane or Jenica, that you've watched the video, which one you watched. Don't just say, hey, I watched the seminar, because we have lots of them, and I'm not going to know which one you're talking about. So just shoot us a quick email, or have your supervisor if you don't have an email. That way we can get your half a point log. So weight management, these are 2 points each. So with the weight loss, this is typically what people go into weight management for. That is every 10 pounds that you lose in that year time frame, you get 2 points. So whether it's you go see your doctor's office in February, they weigh you, then you go back in April and they weigh you again and you've lost 12 pounds, or if you're using a Fitbit type tracker, something that kind of shows, or another option is if you don't want to really involve a lot of people, if you trust a coworker to watch you step on a scale, see your weight, and then watch you step on it again a couple months later, and do that way, just kind of certify that you did lose the weight, that's another option. But it's not limited to only one time. So if you lose 30 pounds during the entire year, you can do that in 10-pound increments and get 2 points for each 10 pounds that you lose. There's also the weight management campaign through GBS. I don't know a lot of details about that actual campaign because I'm just not familiar with it. But anything, if you're on like a weight loss type program, that would count. So nutrition, this is 2 points. It is 2 months worth of tracking. I think this one confuses a lot of people because I usually get 1 month of nutrition. And that's fine if you'd like to do that. You'll just get 1 point. So basically think about it as you get 1 point for 1 month of nutrition tracking. And that is simply writing down everything that you're eating. Not necessarily so we can delve into your personal lives and just see what you eat all day long. I don't sit around, reading all your nutrition and exercise logs. But it's more of a way for you guys to actually see what you're eating and kind of see some patterns. So whether you want to track that through Weight Watchers, a tracking app, like myplate.gov, website, super tracker, writing on a piece of paper as a journal, a calendar, however it's going to work best for you guys to jot it down, do that. Because if it works for you, then you're going to actually do it. So every time you turn it in, 2 months is worth 2 points, 1 month is worth 1 point. Exercise is worth 2 points a month. The easiest way to think about it is a minimum of 300 minutes per month. Ideally, we'd like you exercising 10 times a month for at least 30 minutes, but keep it really simple, 300 minutes a month. And this way you can track it the same kind of as your nutrition. You can use the verification form that's found online, or do a calendar, a journal, tracking app, gym history report. You can either print it out yourself or have your gym fax or email it over to us. So whatever, again, it's going to be easiest for you to actually get us the information, do that. With the challenge logs that I email out to you guys, how it's a little calendar for the month, I have a lot of people who just print off an extra one of those, scratch out whatever challenge it is, and write nutrition for whatever month, or exercise, and they just write it in the calendar days, because it's there, easy to print off, and they're ready to go. So with exercise, a lot of people think that when we say exercise logs, that you need to be going to the gym every single time, and that's how we're tracking your exercise. But really, it is all of your activities. So whether it's the gym, whether it's these non-traditional types of exercise, like recreational. I know you guys have your bowling league, people play basketball, they go snowshoeing, we have hunters, archery, yard work. If you're building a fence, that's not just kind of sitting around, you're actually active, so you're exerting yourself. Reshingling your roof, cleaning out your garage, throwing hay, moving, anything like that, just keep track of how long you do it. It doesn't have to be exact. I don't need to know that you did something for an hour and 52 minutes and 32 seconds. Just guesstimate around it. Unfortunately, things like knitting or crocheting, they're not going to count because you're really not getting active while doing it. So another category we have is hiking, and this is 2 points each with a maximum of 4 points per year. So basically 2 hikes per year. The only requirements are it has to be at least 5+ miles. We don't really mean hiking to the end of your driveway to gather your mail. So that's not a hike. If you do have to hike 5 miles to get your mail, then that just really sucks for you guys. And there has to be an elevation change of 500 feet, which if you go into the canyon, that's not really that hard to do around here. Races and events. So here the points vary based on the race. Because obviously we're not going to have a 5K worth the same as an Ironman. It's a little bit tougher for an Ironman. So with the 5K or a Tough Mudder, everyone is worth 1 point. So you can do 10 of them a year if you'd like to. The 10Ks and a 30-mile bike ride are worth 2 points. A half marathon or a 50-mile bike ride is worth 3 points. A full marathon or a 100-mile bike ride or a triathlon is worth 4 points. And anything with an Ironman in it is worth 5 points. And I think you earn a lot of kudos from everyone around you for completing Ironman. Health class. These are half a point each. So this could be any type of health class or workshop that's offered through Cigna or our wellness program. It can also mean anything offered outside. So even if we're not the ones putting it on, that's fine. If you want to go to a stress management workshop or a tobacco cessation type of workshop, on a Saturday afternoon, that's completely fine. Just get something showing that you actually went there and did that, and we'll count that as a health class for half a point. If you're ever unsure of whether something is going to count towards a wellness point or not, just ask. You can ask myself. Diane or Jenica. We can help you figure it out. So another one, community events. These are also worth half a point each. So this counts as your summer party. So when you guys all go to Maddox on Thursday, make sure you sign the sign-in sheet, and you'll get half a point, because that's counting as a community event, because you're in a community of your coworkers. That counts as a blood drive. So whether it's one, again, that we sponsor here at the county for you guys to do, or if you just go to a local blood drive and give blood. Something just showing that you've been there. Again, other events, if you're not sure, check with HR first, and we can let you know whether it will count for a half a wellness point. So this is a new one that we started in the last couple months with health articles. So you get half a point for every hour of reading that you do on a health-related topic. So this could be a health-related book, you know, on weight loss, on a new fat diet, whatever you want to do. It counts towards our wellness newsletter, so if you guys actually read that, which I hope will work into it. But just track how long you're reading. Don't send me an email that says I read for 2 minutes today, because I don't have a sheet that I'm marking and tallying for every single employee here. Log it, track it the same way that you do your exercise, just read for 5 minutes, read for 10 minutes. Whenever you get to 60 minutes, turn that in and you get half a point towards your wellness. Minibreak. So these are no longer worth points as they were last year, but we do have quarterly prize drawings. So every time that you attend a Minibreak that we do, which are typically at our county building here, the road shed and the jail, you get a ticket into the drawing every quarter. So basically every 3 months, I take all of your attendance for the mini breaks, write everyone's names on a ticket, and then pull a name. Last time someone won a $25 gift card to, I can't remember where. So we basically do 4 prize drawings per year, so 1 every quarter. And we took away the points on this one because they were worth, I think, half a point. And so a 15-minute mini break being the same as an hour-long seminar kind of didn't really seem as fair. So we just decided to do the prize drawings. So getting your points. So the biggest way to get your points is to actually turn in your stuff. Because you guys could be doing a really bang-up job of tracking your nutrition, your exercise, and everything that you're supposed to be doing. However, if you don't turn it in, none of us are going to know about it. It's kind of like the tree falling in the woods dead early fall, if no one's there. I'm not going to know that you're doing it. So there are multiple ways to get your stuff to HR. And that is you can email it to either myself, Diane, or Jenica. You can fax it to our office, or you can actually bring it up here, which is easy if you work in the building. But any of these ways, make sure to get it in. It really helps to keep on top of it instead of waiting until the very end of the 6-month period to make sure that you have all your points, and then you're trying to think about what you ate during the month, when you worked out during the month. So if you just keep on top of it, it's a lot easier for you guys. So our end of the year drawing. With our points, every point over 16 that you have is a ticket into our end of the year drawing. Last year someone won a Fitbit. I can't remember who won that. I just know that it was a Fitbit. So if you have 30 points by the end of the year, then you'll have 14 tickets into our end of year drawing. And we typically do that after the weigh-ins for the maintain, not gain, so about the first part of January is we try to get this drawing done. The prizes vary. So again, don't stop at the 16 because your health doesn't stop at 16 points. So it's just keep going, stay in the habit, you can win a prize. With spouse and partner participation, because a lot of spouses and partners do participate, which makes it nice. For them, there's no point requirement. So they don't have to get 16 points to be eligible for anything, unlike you guys. The biometric and the PHA are not required for them. They earn points the exact same way that you guys do. There's no difference in the seminars, their weight, tracking, coaching, anything like that. But we track their points the exact same way that we track your guys' points. And so they have their own drawing at the end of the year. It's for spouses only, so any type of points that they get, we just put tickets into the drawing. So if they have 8.5 points by the end of the year, they'll have 9 tickets into the drawing, because we round up. We're nice like that. Same thing, submit the points to HR in the exact same ways. You can fax it, email it, or drop it off. It's kind of helpful if you send in your stuff and theirs as well. Unfortunately, because this has been asked, their points do not count towards your points. Yeah, they're not going to do all the work so you guys can get all the benefit.
Why not? We do.
I know. I don't know. Because then it wouldn't be any fun for us. We want to make you guys work. So yeah, their points don't count towards yours. Another thing with the spouses, because this was asked in another seminar, is with the reimbursement. So it's, every employee has $250 of a wellness budget that they can get reimbursed for preventive exams, gym memberships, that type of stuff. And your spouses can also be reimbursed for their gym memberships only, but that comes out of your $250 because you're nice like that. Okay, so our wellness website. This is, I think, kind of an underutilized tool for you guys, and I'll actually show you, we'll walk through it. But under our boxeldercounty.org website, you can go to the HR/employment tab, and here you'll find employee wellness fact sheets, forms, calendars, which is all of the information on our wellness program. So I'll kind of go through that with you guys so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this would be
I don't know.
okay, well hang on just one second. Okay. No.
Are you done with the PowerPoint presentation?
Yeah, we're basically done. Oh,
PowerPoint takes precedence on a second display.
okay, so on our main page, you actually see if you come to the HR employment, down here you actually have the employee wellness, the fact sheets, the forms, and the calendar. So the employee wellness, when you go into that, is basically all of the information that we covered today. Frequently asked questions, all of the points breakdowns, categories, how everything works, what's required. So that's kind of a good overview of the program that you guys can reference anytime. The wellness forms, this is all of your forms for tracking. So you can see on here you have your race event form, your hiking challenge form, community events, healthy weights, exercise. You don't have to use these forms, but if you would like to use them to track all of your information and then send them in, definitely do that. Again, it's whatever is going to be easier for you guys. So the calendar is another good one, and I do my best to keep this updated, but if you click on the link, it will bring up a PDF document of everything that's coming up for the entire year. So right now, since we are into August, you'll see over here where we have all of the seminars, the one that we're in today. Anything that's not confirmed will say not confirmed. That just means that it's kind of an estimated, I'm hoping to do something on this day, but not for sure yet. So it gives a breakdown of the date, the topic, the time, and where it's located. And that is everything throughout the year. So September, you can see that we have a seminar coming up on the 1st. We have our wrap sessions, some mini break, tentative mini breaks, and seminars. And so that goes through all the way through December and into January. And so if you ever have a question on anything or can't remember something that's coming up, you can always ask us, but you can always jump onto the calendar as well. And the last one I wanted to show you is our wellness fact sheets, because these are new this year, and it's not complete yet. There's still quite a few that I need to get done. But there's a page of different topics, anything from anxiety, financial wellness, FSA benefits, heart disease, increasing your energy, relationships, vaccine, vision benefits, washing your hands. I'll just pull up this one. So it's a fun little fact sheet of when to wash your hands, how to wash your hands, because it may sound simple, but a lot of people get it wrong. And then down here, it'll have some websites to kind of reference or resources. So if it is a disease or a topic that is maybe a little bit more sensitive than washing your hands, and you want more information, these are really nice because you can go on and get resources for more information or on how to seek help for a particular condition. So does anyone have any questions on our wellness program or the website, or comments, suggestions? Yes.
Do you record all the seminars, work points, and put them on the web?
We record probably 98% of them. If we have a guest speaker coming in and we're unable to record it, they'll let us know. So there might be one or two that we actually can't record. But for the most part, we do try to record every single one because we know people work different shifts, coverage, people think they need to go on vacation all the time in the summertime. So yeah, we do try to record them. And one thing that we are doing that's new is IT, when they upload them, they're gonna put wellness in front of the seminar title. So you guys can tell whether it's for wellness or a training or for wrap. You can kind of pick them out a little bit easier. And something that we talked about this morning with the seminars is actually creating a page, kind of like this one with our fact sheets, except having it have all of the links for the seminars that we've done. So instead of trying to go onto YouTube and searching through there, you can just pull up a page and click on whatever seminar link if you want to rewatch something, but don't want to go back through your email to try to find, a heart disease link. So that's something new that we're going to start doing. Yeah.
Can you or will you list off of when you announce the seminar, whether it will or will not be recorded so we can plan for that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I'll make myself a note. If I ever do forget, just email me and ask. I've had people do that. Because I can't guarantee I'll remember by the time I get to my desk to make a note. But if I ever forget or we're not sure, definitely just ask. You can shoot me an email. But yeah, good questions. Anything else? No? All right, well, thanks, guys. That was really fast, sorry.